I finally figured out what the cause of absorbing other people's emotions is, and let me tell you, it was not at all what I was expecting. The solution isn't just setting boundaries or imagining a protective bubble around yourself, or calling out whose emotions are whose. And the reason you're doing it isn't because you were born an empath. You are not doomed to absorb other people's emotions simply because you are a sensitive person with a higher degree of empathy. Absorbing other people's emotions is actually a symptom of a developed pattern that can be healed. I used to struggle so much with absorbing other people's emotions, and I couldn't figure out what the solution was. Even well into becoming a coach, I'd have HSPs and empaths ask me how they could stop absorbing other people's emotions, and I'd only be able to tell them it was truthfully something I was still struggling with too, and therefore didn't really have a good solution for. I had tried all the ideas out there that I could find, visualizing and putting up an imaginary shield, or trying to distance myself, shake it off. None of it prevented me from absorbing the emotions of others. I didn't just want to manage it, I wanted to stop doing it entirely. Even with protection bubbles, practicing boundaries, consciously trying to work through and identify whose emotions were whose, I still felt like a sponge in my interactions, involuntarily soaking up the emotions and feeling states of other people. So I let the issue go, stopped thinking about it, and just brought my attention to other things that I wanted to work on within myself. I started focusing my energy and attention on healing a seemingly unrelated part of myself, and out of the blue one day, I thought about it and realized I wasn't really absorbing people's emotions anymore. And if I had to quantify it, I'd probably say it was happening about 80% less than it used to, which was pleasantly surprising as this was something I had struggled with my whole life, and I hadn't even been actively trying anymore to figure out how to stop. It was one of those things where